when Jesus came face to face with a legion of demons, why did they ask to go into a herd of pigs? They didn't ask to be set free. They didn't ask for mercy. They specifically asked to enter pigs. Of all the things they could have requested from the Son of God, why that? This moment reveals some deep truths about spiritual warfare, truths that most people miss. So what happens when the darkest evil meets the highest authority? And what can we learn from the way these demons begged? Stick around, because this story might completely change how you see the spiritual world. The scene happens on the eastern side of the Sea of Galilee, in a region called the Gerasenes. Mark 5:2 says, "When Jesus got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet him." This wasn't just any man. According to Luke 8:27, he wore no clothes and lived among the tombs, completely taken over by evil spirits. He wasn't just influenced, he was possessed, fully controlled. Mark adds, no one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain. People had tried, he was out of control. But here's something curious. Have you ever noticed how evil instantly recognizes what's good? As soon as Jesus steps on land, the demons know exactly who he is. They shout in Mark 5:7, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." They didn't ask who Jesus was. They already knew. They didn't doubt his power. They were terrified. Then Jesus asks, "What is your name?" And the answer, "My name is Legion, for we are many." That's Roman military language. A legion could be 4,000 to 6,000 soldiers. Thousands of demons inside one man. Now here's where it gets really strange. Jesus tells them to leave the man, and instead of disappearing, they beg him, "Send us among the pigs, let us go into them." Mark 5:12. Why pigs? Why not just vanish, or go back to hell? What were these demons thinking, and what do they understand that we often don't? To make sense of this, we need to look at three things. 1. The cultural symbolism. In Jewish law, pigs were seen as unclean. Leviticus 11:7-8 says not to eat or even touch pigs. So when the demons asked to enter pigs, they were choosing something already considered dirty, fitting for their evil nature. 2. Their fear of the abyss. Luke 8:31 says, they begged Jesus repeatedly not to send them into the abyss. The abyss is a deep, dark place of punishment for demons, mentioned in Revelation. These spirits weren't afraid of leaving the man. They were afraid of being sent to the place where they'd be locked away forever. 3. Their need for a host. Demons can't just float around doing damage. They need a host, a body, human or animal. Without one, they're powerless, just empty spirits. So Jesus gives them permission, not because he felt sorry for them, but to show his authority. Mark 5:13 says, the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd, about 2,000 pigs, rushed down the steep bank into the lake and drowned. That's wild. Thousands of demons enter the pigs and instantly destroy them. But why? Why would they ruin their new hosts right away? Was that part of their plan, or did something go wrong? Matthew gives us a clue. In Matthew 8:29, the demons ask, "Have you come here to torture us before the appointed time?" They knew judgment was coming. They just didn't think it was time yet. This tells us something important. Evil knows it's running out of time. Demons know they can't win. They're just trying to delay the inevitable. And when Jesus shows up, they panic. But the story isn't over. Mark 5:15 says the townspeople came and saw the man, now fully clothed, calm, and in his right mind. The same man who was once screaming, violent, and terrifying, was now peaceful. A total transformation. But how did the people react? They began to plead with Jesus to leave their region. Mark 5:17. That's the same word used earlier, plead. The demons begged to enter pigs. The people begged Jesus to leave. Think about that. Even humans can resist the presence of God when it shakes up their world. Then the healed man begs to go with Jesus. But Jesus tells him something different. Go home to your people. Tell them how much the Lord has done for you. Mark 5:19. And that's exactly what he did. He became one of the first messengers to the Gentiles sent out by Jesus himself. So why did the demons ask to enter pigs? Because they understood three things. 1. Jesus has total authority. 2. The abyss is real and terrifying. 3. They need a body to do their work. This story gives us a clear picture of the spiritual world. Demons are real, destructive, and everywhere. They know exactly who Jesus is. They fear him deeply, and when they're given freedom, they destroy everything. But here's the good news. No matter how powerful evil may seem, it collapses in the presence of Jesus. Thousands of demons couldn't stand against one word from Christ. That same spiritual battle is still going on today. And the same Jesus who defeated Legion can bring freedom to you. If you're fighting something that feels too strong, if you felt weighed down by darkness or fear, remember this: Jesus has authority, and he still sets people free. If this message helped you see things more clearly, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're diving into more spiritual truths that often go untaught. And share this with someone who needs to know that Jesus has power over any evil they're facing. No matter what comes against you, it all trembles at the name of Jesus.